Alright everybody, been a while since I made a video, so I thought I'd get the Piper Turbo Arrow out and fly it around a little bit in Jinx here, KRVS. I haven't flown it since it's got its update. I am running the DirectX 11 full Microsoft updates and the latest Nvidia driver, and so far it's been working okay, other than this messed up stuff that goes on here with the menu system that got it all jacked up. Hopefully they'll get that fixed fairly quick, but anyway, I don't know why that's doing all that, trying to just messed everything up. Golly. Okay. Anyway, we'll make a little flight. Kind of got out of the Warbirds for a little while and got the H145 updated. I haven't flown it since the very latest update, but I'm hearing good things. So anyway, we'll see if we can have a little fun with this dude. I got all the controls reset. Practically had to go redo everything on this since the update. Let's see. I'll go ahead and do auto fuel selector.
State saving enabled.
Well, that was the Garmin.
Ready for takeoff selected.
Alright. We're not going to do anything fancy. This thing. Remember everything about it. We got dudes. So I have seen some improvement with the graphics since the last version 7 update, and the new drivers seems to look real nice, smooth. It almost looks like they've got the lights behind the instruments fixed, I hope. Looks that way at daytime. We'll have to try it at night. Been a while since flown this one. I've got one livery with a better interior in it than this 1970s blue, but that's all right. We're just joyriding. So I've been real busy with work and other hobbies, so I haven't had any time to really do any videos, but that's okay. I have got my sim pit set back up for yoke style flying, so I went and was checking out my favorite CRJ. Everything's a-okay with it. Warbirds are flying fine. Helicopters seem to be doing well. I think there was one other update that came through on it. I've yet to check it. Next time I go back to stick setup, I'll check that out. But the Warbirds are doing great. CRJ's great. Flew the 152 a little bit. It did just fine. So getting my favorite aircrafts lined up. Let's see. And I hate that every time you click that. Let's go north up. Tell them where we'll end up. Auxiliary fuel on. Okay. Alright, we're set. We'll go ahead and do one flap tech. Make sure, yep, flaps are set. All working right. Okay. Nice. Once again, I am flying this with the Brunner yoke and rudder pedals. Let's see if there's anything new over in the EFB or not. There we go. Boy, I can't wait to get that crap fixed like that. Ugh, drives me crazy. Alright, let's see if we can still fly Piper Turbo Aero. I'll probably get the CRJ out here in a little bit and make some rounds. Got it looking good in here. Stay out of that full throttle. Left pedal. Good roll. Nice. Hazy morning. I've noticed since the version 7 update, we get a lot of haze here in the Tulsa area. flying good. Maybe I can get her trimmed in nice. We'll just follow the creek turnpike and do our little toss of fly around. Feels good. Had several new subscribers here in the last couple of months. Welcome aboard. So I'm strictly virtual reality. I run a Intel i9 with a Valve Index from VR on a 2080 Ti. And I just enjoy flight simming. I've been doing it since I was, I'd say 20, 25 plus years. Took some time off of it for about 15 years. Technology got caught up where I wanted to be a long time ago. So I like to do air traffic control flights. I'm mainly civilian simulator. I do have DCS. I do not fly that very often. I really like the CRJ. My favorite airliner. I'm looking for a real good 777 in the future. I had a brother that was a real world pilot for FedEx on a 777. So several family members work at American Airlines. My best friend and mentor is a real world retired commercial pilot, instructor. We team up in the simulator quite a bit. So if anybody out there needs a little information or want to see me do certain types of aircraft content, whatever, I'll see what I can do. So I've got my favorites to stick to. This being one of them for a single engine prop. Let's go ahead and get on up, get a little altitude. Try to stay out of everybody's way. Like I said, haven't done a video in a while, so I figure I'll get something up and take this one around the block here a little bit and then go jump in the CRJ, that being my favorite of all time aircraft. Been into CRJs for 20 plus years on the simulator. I've been considering picking up the new release of the CRJ 900 and 1000. Also, probably go ahead and pick up FS Realistic. I used that in X-Plane. Really liked it. It added great blade slap to the helicopters and such. And you could dial in different effects for different aircraft. Made it a little nicer sounding. I don't know how far away he is from me. It doesn't look like he's going to come into land, so we'll just cut over here at Tulsa International. This is a hard turn. You can really feel the pressure on the yoke on this one. It's nice. I've looked at doing the Google Map mod, but decided not to do it because the sim is designed to run this way, so you know, and it's good enough for me and what I do. I can understand those that do. Comes times I just get tired of tweaking and have to jack with things. I just want to fly. I just want to get everything set and fly. And I used to be an avid X-Plane fan when this first came out. Of course, everybody knows all the issues it had, the stuttering and all that. And once they got VR working and everything running smooth, I made the transition over to this and have not had X-Plane back up and running since. So it's still loaded up. I have a lot of nice stuff for it, but you just can't beat the world view out the window. There's a lot of things about this simulator I do like better. That H-145 is one of the nicest helicopters I've ever had the pleasure of flying in a simulator. Every now and then I like to kick on the nameplates just to see the live players that are actually around. I don't do that very much, but occasionally I like to check and say, is there anybody else in this world? And we are trimmed out nice. Got almost a hands-free flight going on here. I did find an issue with one of my surge suppressors. And I'd be flying along just out of the blue and my whole computer would just shut off. Well, finally found the issue. One of the surge suppressor on-off switches failed. And the way I've got my system set up. I have to power up 2 or 3 of them there to get everything powered up because I got them on different circuits. You know, there's times I use my computer for other things than flight simming, and I don't want the base stations and such on, and the power to the yoke system on and all that. So and I've got all that sorted out nicely, streamlined a little bit better. And like I say, I'm running the latest Nvidia drivers. I've seen a few people having issues or such, dropping back, but I haven't. So like I say, I run an Intel i9900, running at about 4.8 gig, water cooled, 32 gig of RAM. Got my settings up the way I like them. I don't chase frame rates. I look for smooth flight and nice visuals. So I couldn't even tell you what my frames are doing. If I see something get a little bitty stutter, you know, I try to back down graphic settings a touch until I can figure it out if it's the aircraft, or, you know, for the most part it's at this point it's something in an aircraft. We're getting a few little bumps up here this morning. It's just gorgeous. Tulsa just looks awesome. This is one of my relaxation airplanes. It's easy to fly. We got nice navigation system in there. Looks like they've got the light deal fixed. Thank goodness. Appreciate that. We're seeing little bars down the thing. It just ruined the effect. So I was only flying this in daytime with the instrument lighting off. And that's all fixed. All right. Awesome. I'll be spending some more time in this. But so I've got one livery there that's got a nicer interior. I usually fly it. I can't remember which one. I'll find it again. Yeah, this is awesome aircraft for just low and slow. I like the low wing look. And I am appreciative of all the subscribers out there. Hope you enjoy my content. Like I say, I don't really do tutorials or anything. If somebody's got questions, I try to answer. Sometimes it's just easier for me to get in here and do what I do and kind of show how I set up. And I like to fly with ATC. I like the default is okay, but I also run Pilot ATC in here periodically. I don't do any flying with online ATC. I just kind of like being in my own world. We do share the cockpit periodically with my Captain Ed, my real world mentor. Real world pilot mentor, I should say. I do not fly for real. Occasionally we go up a little Cessna once in a blue moon, just for fun. I've been into simulation since college, 30 years maybe. I think 1980, 86, 87 is when I started getting into flying computers. Been building ever since. I took some time off. For about 15 years due to lack of technology or where I wanted to be with the simulator. I was just getting frustrated all the time, and performance and such. And then when VR headsets started coming out, getting better. I spied out the valve index and waited for it to come out, and then I built me up a real nice system, added to it little by little. I run the Brunner CLSE yoke, rudder pedals. I've got force feedback on both those. I've got the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and I run a Puma ProFlight controller for helicopters, and I use that also for stick aircraft, warbirds and jets. And I learned to go into the sensitivity settings of the Puma and adjust each stick aircraft according, so I get some real nice flights, especially out of that Spitfire, one of my favorites. I do have the Corsair. It's an awesome aircraft. Still kind of getting the trimming worked out on it, but I got it in a state that is very, very nice to fly. I'll say I'm looking for a top of the line 777. Hopefully PMDG will get one of those out here for too long. Might take a look at their 737 coming. That one on the pipeline, the little 4-engine jet that's coming. They can't recall the name at the moment, but it looks like it would be fun. I waited for it to release an X-plane before this started getting improved, so I don't know. It was the one that replaced the CR, or the CRJ replaced it, and hands down CRJ is my favorite civilian aircraft. I'll never have anything I like better than that. It all started back in the old Microsoft version. I think it was 9. They had the Lauda Air CRJ package. I picked that up and been in love with the aircraft ever since. So we'll circle around here and put her down, and then we'll grab the CRJ and we'll take it off out of Jones here. Really do enjoy the flight sim community. I've learned a lot about computers over the years, and there's just a lot of highly intelligent people out there that share knowledge and information, and this is kind of my way of giving back. So if I can help out here and there, I'm glad to try. Sometimes, you know, it's as easy as reading the manual and getting stuff figured out. It's not too awful hard. Couple of miles of visibility. I don't know if that's a weather issue or not. I won't concern myself too much over it till they get another update and get this menu bar thing fixed. I don't really care for using the controllers in this thing. I have adjusted to the mouse quite well from X-Plane. This thing just flies real nice. It's one of my favorites. They've got it flying awesome. Man. Trim that pressure right off that yoke. Oh, it's just so nice. Fuel pumps on, flaps up, one more to go. Props full, mixture's full. Nice. That was an enjoyable flight. So we'll get back over here and park, and we'll get into the CRJ. Do a little hands-on flying. We'll get a little altitude, circle out, and we'll come back in and shoot the ILS there at Tulsa 36 right. We have got another hobby off the ground, more family orientated. Been spending some time with that. It's been real awesome. Another kind of expensive little hobby, but we're really beginning to enjoy it, turn it into a family affair. We'll elaborate more on that another day. We're flight simulator guys now. I see you. I see you. Yep, yep. Okay, thank you, buddy. I wish they'd fix it. Okay. Alright. We'll change aircrafts and be right back. This video just got from good to better. Anytime you're in the CRJ, it just makes it all better. Alright. So we're back here at Riverside. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ready for taxi. We are running. We'll go ahead and click that. Make sure. Yeah, we're okay there. A couple of quick things to do here. So good. 7.2. This thing, since it's been updated, flies like a dream too. Damper. We click that real quick. Just set. Oh, we should be ready for taxi. We'll go ahead and do. Parking brake release. We got control. We'll go ahead and tune in our ILS. And I do run Axis and O's on this. I do have a steer tiller set up using the twist action on my stick on my left side here. Gear disagreed. There we go. I should fix that. We are a touch dark. Floodlight action here. If you don't have the CRJ, you are really missing out. This thing is really an awesome aircraft. Of course, it is my all-time favorite civilian airliner. And I do have every intention of picking up the 900, 1000 versions. I am an American Eagle livery. Let's need to go this way. Turn on a dime. Flaps 8. Fuel trick's always in the way. Alright, let's bring on flight director. We're going to go toga mode. We'll go beyond our 10,000. Let's get up there. We'll pull a 15. Let's get a little altitude today. Do a little hand flying here at takeoff, and then we'll flop the autopilot and circle around TUL and bring her in on 3-6 right. Well, it should probably be 109.7. We'll fix that for takeoff here. Alright, let's do that. 109.7. Let's see, we'll go ahead. Roll that around. Alright, let's line up. Flap set, trim set. Speeds are set. Alright, center the heading bug. I believe we're ready. Thrust reversers are armed. Toggle power. Little dance on the rudders. V1, rotate. Airborne. Gear up. Heading mode, speed mode. Like the climb power. Set speed 250. Aircraft accelerates, flaps up. On our way to 15,000. Nice. This hand flies so well. What they've done to this, but it sure is flying like a dream. Ground fog causing some anomalies down there at certain levels. Hopefully that gets fixed. We are CRJ. I guess we should bring off. So landing lights, we'll bring our beacon. Turn that off. Norm thrust reverse. We are a CRJ, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and make a left turn. 090, we'll just keep around Tulsa. Sure everything is flying like it should, operating properly. Well, yeah, like I say, I'm not having any trouble with these new drivers, so I'll stick with them. Actually, I think it's better. Low and slower, way up here. Dream to hand fly. South side of Tulsa, Arkansas River. $10,000 feet, landing lights are off. Now we can speed her up to about 280. We'll just ride at 280 for our speed. We've got Tulsa on our map. We'll go ahead and fly over towards McAllister there. Turn north from there, I guess. Leveling off, let's go to autopilot. What we're gonna do is watch our throttle now. Nice. Well, once I get that in-game menu bar fixed, we'll be back in business. Back on those throttles. We're low cruise mode. I also run the Butt Kicker Gamer 2. Wouldn't want a flight simulator platform without it. We'll cruise over to KMKO and turn back north. We'll fly past KTUL, descend down, and we'll shoot an approach into 18 left. Yeah, Axis and O's just really completes this aircraft, allowing us to get in there and get control of that altitude select bug. And then the Bravo throttle quadrant does as it's supposed to on this thing, and the automation on this aircraft, I just love it. Be nice if they get Navigraph capability into the EFB. About the only thing it lacks. But with all this automation, I don't really use the charts much anymore. I just fly the FMS, and it'd be nice to bring the charts in, but Navigraph, you got to log in every time. It just gets annoying. But probably one day we'll receive that fix on that. All right, let's roll her back north. Yeah, I'll probably come in here in a little while and I'll do an ATC flight from Tulsa down to Houston or something. I won't record that. I am also looking at the recording after it's completed and uploaded it to see, if the method I'm using is stutter free, pretty much. I hope. We shall see. Let's jack our altitude down. We want about 2,500. Go vertical speed. 2,000 feet. Get that power back. Let's speed back down to 250. And we are descending and slowing. Stand by on speed brake. We'll overfly Tulsa a touch and come in and shoot that ILS. Go ahead and bring our landing lights on. Yeah, we're probably about 35 miles out of TUL. We can cut some of that time down. Shallow that descent just a little bit. Well, if anybody out there's got the 900 or 1000 version and they can tell me of any difference in flight model, I'd appreciate that. I've kind of heard that it's a little higher performance on the engines. Takeoff and landing, you feel like you do have a longer aircraft. Other than that, I don't know what to expect on that. This thing flies so nice. Go ahead and drop our speed bug down to 220. Do that 210. Localizer's live. We've got a course of 180. Turn back to the north. McAllister. Back west. Didn't add our first flap, leading edge slats. Set our landing speeds. Target's going to be about 186, 188. Altitude is captured. Miles out. Keep our speed up. Okay. Miles. We'll go ahead and go approach mode. Glide slopes alive. Turbulence, rolling onto our localizer. Flaps 20. That heading bug. Haze, we'll make a little fun on visibility. VREF's 134, so we want to come in about 138, 140. Waiting on the localizer. Took 169. Glide slope's live. Ten miles out. Gear down. Laps 30. Arm reversers. Got glide slope capture. Waiting on a localizer. Established by 1,000, we'll go flaps 40. On glide slope, waiting on localizer. 6 miles. There it comes. VREF 134. We have localizer capture
1,000.
established. Waiting on the runway. Rapid inside. .16 knot wind. Straight ahead. Slightly left.
500.
Nice approach. My aircraft. 60 knot. See if we can find us a place to park at the gate.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
What are we doing there? That and that. Alright, APU's coming up. Parking brake set. Let's see. Hang on. Alright, remember I had to shut her down. Keep power to the cockpit. Nice. Alright. Alright. This is my favorite. Will always be. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Sunday. See you on the next one.